Okay, so good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday once again. We are live on Let's Discuss. Today we are going to be talking about something very exciting. Everyone, literally, almost everyone, you have a phone, your Facebook, you're literally watching this on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever social media platform. So today we're going to be talking about how to maximize social media and also how to work against the odds or the disadvantages of social media. Um, so we're having a very very seasoned person today. His name is Mide, and he's going to be talking to us about social media, how to maximize social media, how to project your personal brand, how to be you, even on social media. We hear a lot of, there are so many people faking it on social media, but now we're going to learn how you can be yourself and still be good. Yes, so I'll just bring Mide on at this moment. Yes. So hi,
I
Mide. Okay.
yeah,
So it's nice to have you on this platform. If I'm like every other person, I'm just very excited and anticipating to know social media. Yes. So what is it about social media that you'd actually want us to hear today? Because it feels like I know it. I know how to like, comment. I know how to click on a link. I know how to join, a streamline or something. So, just run us through what you do as a social media strategist. Just run us through briefly what you do, and then how this talk for tonight, how what we should expect, and then how we can maximize it.
okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me around. I hope I'm very clear. Um,
Yeah, I can hear you well.
okay. Um, my name is Mide Olubi. I'm a social media strategist, like she pointed. What I do is help people craft a persona for themselves online, give them creative ideas on how to present themselves without losing out. Um, of their personality. I work with brands, corporate brands, and personal brands. Yeah, in summary, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Nice. Nice. So, now, if you really need some rebranding of your page or you need to, project yourself properly, you know who to call. So,
Yeah,
free marketing,
yeah.
you're going to pay.
Don't worry.
All
Just send your
right.
Bitcoin wallets.
All right. So, let's just dive in deep into what we're talking about for today. So, we all know, obviously, we're talking about social media. And then, so for me, as I really am just an individual. So if I use social media, I use it for fun, maybe one or two businesses here and there, but nothing major. So what is it about social media that I need to know as a person, like an individual?
Yeah. I really don't know how to put this well for us, but I'm going to try my best. Social
Okay.
media is a revolutionary idea that we cannot ignore. There is really no way we can decide that we want to ignore uh, the presence of these two. So it's as a way of shaping our lives, whether we like it or not. So even if you decide to stay off it, it's shaping your life. So it's just like a tool, and it's kind of very important for us to know how to use it because we all are like we are brands. Like now, you say you post, you comment, you like, you do all those
Yeah.
things. You know, all those activities you're doing are permanent on social media. Do you know the funny thing? If you type and you do not paste, whatever you typed is permanent. Nothing on social media goes off. It's permanently there for life. So whatever you're doing there is something you have to be very conscious of. You know, when it comes to background checks now, I consult for a background check company. People are now even taking social media check seriously. Brands that you want to work with, whether as a contractor, a vendor, or an employee, they're interested in knowing how you are on social media. Do you throw bands? Are you polite? Are you toxic? What are your political opinions? What are your social opinions? What are your religious opinions? All these things count now. They show that now you are a brand, whether you like it or not. You are selling something. Your activity or inactivity on social media is selling you. So
Wow.
is either you're a strong brand or a weak brand. So it's not the case that me, I'm not on social media. No, it just shows that you're a weak brand. You are not conscious of how you're putting yourself out there. You're just doing whatever you like. So what I'm trying to do here, what we are trying to do here this evening is actually to help us chart a path of being conscious in selling ourselves on social media or positioning ourselves on social media.
You know, you've said a lot. You've actually said a lot. And then if I was to pick each one, we really would not finish in 30 minutes. Okay, so the first thing
Okay,
I would like to, ask that you really made it look like this is a big deal. I started out with
it
I'm just
is.
a normal individual, and I'm just like, what's my own? I like it and move on. But now, with what you said, as long as we've actually started the first step of creating an account, we are already saying something to the world. Really, that's what you just said, and it just makes it feel like there's a whole lot of responsibility. Really. So, how do we maximize? What are the things we should look out for to drive activity? Because as you just said, the choice of being inactive, it just tells you as a passive person or tells you as a person that, definitely not, there's no hiding place. As in, Tunde, you're very correct. There's no hiding places on social media. So, how do we portray ourselves? You know, what are the things to take note of? In portraying ourselves, in talking, in acting, but not passing the wrong message. You get?
I get
Yeah.
you.
How do
I
we
get you.
get? Yeah.
Yeah. I think the first thing you have to do is to start thinking of yourself as a brand. It starts with, yeah, you have to consciously start thinking. So, the people you follow, who are the kind of people you follow on social media? Even the likes, if you are friends on Instagram now, if you like a post, I see that you like it. So if somebody is
Yeah.
sharing something that is toxic, and I see you like it, so I have an impression of you that this content isn't good, but I see you like it. So you have to first start thinking of yourself as a brand. Who are the people that you want to associate with? It's not necessarily about who you are now; it's who you want to be. So I'm a
Yeah.
young professional. I look up to some people in the media space. I follow them keenly. I try to associate myself with them. I think of how I can relate with them, how I can network with them, how I can
Yeah.
contribute to whatever conversation that they are putting out there. So you have to think of yourself as a brand. Secondly, you have to now, as I'm saying it now, audit your online presence. Just go to Google now, type your full name, just try it now. When you do that, you have a stream of all your activities come down, come live to your face. Now you have to start checking your social media posts and pull down things that you know doesn't represent who you want to be. So it's not necessarily about who you are now. But if you know that me in the future, I won't be proud of this kind of posts. I won't be proud of this sexist posts. I won't be proud of this discriminatory posts. I won't be proud of this. Pull it down now. When we were pretty young, when we started Facebook, I think I joined Facebook 2009. There were a lot of things we were doing with Facebook.
A
So
lot of
when I
things.
became wise, yeah, I thank God for memories, Facebook memories. They're like, did I type this? How
See,
on earth did I write this? So you have to start pruning them, because if someone wants to do a social media check on you, they are going to see all those things. They are going to see, oh, this is how this person has been for a while. Now, if you are the kind of person that types like, you want to write live, you write LYF. You want to write fine, you write
oh,
FYN. Or you want to write okay, you write KK. You know those things have a way of shaping who people perceive you to be. The
yeah,
grammatical blunders, all those things. You have to audit. do a thorough audit now. And what you can do after that is to set up, we call it Google Alerts. That anywhere your name is mentioned, you can just search for Google Alerts. Anywhere your name is mentioned online, you get a notification. So you get to know that, oh, this is what is happening to me at this particular time. This is where somebody is mentioning my name. This is how someone has tagged me on Facebook in a pornographic material. I didn't even know until when somebody pointed it out that you were being tagged. I had to restrict the kind of person that can tag me afterwards, because you have to be very deliberate about what you're trying to build. And after auditing your online presence, the next thing I'll say is find a way to produce value. Be very conscious of the fact that anything you're doing, you're adding
Mm.
value to people. And value is
Yeah.
not, it doesn't have to be a bandwagon. See, the first mistake I see people make is that they want to appeal to everybody on social media. Everybody is not your audience. It's an illusion to think you can appeal to everybody. There are people that think the way you think, that appreciate your kind of content. So you don't
Yeah.
have to look forward to have a million followers. If you have an impactful 100 followers that see the value you're producing, that's good. It's very good. It's not a game of numbers, it's a game of value. So you
Mm.
have to find a way of producing value consistently on social media. So even if you want to comment on someone post, don't be doing shabby things like nice post. It's shabby. It's lazy. Wow. Oh,
Exactly.
this is an interesting post. This happened to me sometimes, buttressing your point. It's more. It's I don't know.
Yeah, it's
That's a
more
personal thing
engaging.
actually. Yeah, but I
Mm.
just feel like you have to look for a way of producing value. Don't be a psychophant. Don't always make sense, super duper. No, you can go beyond that. Then the next thing I would like to talk about, be purposeful in what you share. I think I mentioned it before. So when you want to tweet, when you want to send an update, when you want to reply someone that just threw a bat at you, especially if you're using Twitter, someone threw a bat at you, you want to reply, like you want to say, you know how to talk, Abi. Me go sef, I can give you back hotspot. Just think of it very well. Does this giving back hotspot, does it represent who I want to be?
Mm.
The people I look forward to or look up to, will they respond in like manner before you post the tweet? And the second to the last thing I'll say, associate with other strong brands. Now, I'm an upcoming communication strategist. I look at people that have gone ahead of me. I try to associate
Okay.
myself with them. It makes me look cool. So if I'm able
Mm.
to engage you and you're able to comment on my comments and people see that, wow, so Mide Olubi is actually cool pal with Leke Order. Oh, Mide Olubi actually knows this person. They chat, they communicate, they have a conversation, that it makes you a stronger brand. That is how to move. Don't look at a weak brand. People are not so conscious of your brand. Be careful of how you relate. I don't say you should not associate with your friends and family, but be very careful how you relate with them. There's a wisdom that you can apply to relating with them. Maybe birthdays, they have a comment, they have an anniversary. Oh, nice! You can send them your wishes. You can do all those things. But if they are doing their thing, throwing bands and dragging somebody, don't be tempted. Don't think it's just maybe social media, nobody knows my home address, let me just
Mm.
join and enjoy myself. Please be very careful. And the last thing I would say is that reinvent. See, thoroughly reinvent yourself. Let people see what you do on social media now and be surprised. Like, develop a strong personal brand. Tell your story. Anytime you come online, try and tell your story. And when I say tell your story, I don't say recount your autobiography, that yeah, I was very poor. Nobody's interested
Yes.
necessarily in your poverty. But you can always make everything count. Even if you want to share those Sunday pictures that you snap in front of your church, put a very captivating caption. If it's the summary of what your pastor said, share something. Let somebody be blessed. Let somebody learn something. Even if
Mm.
it's comical, let's say you want to be comical, you don't have to be all serious. I'm not saying now that, oh, everything has to be all serious. Even if you want to be comical, let there be consistency in what you're the story of your life you are telling. So
Mhm.
your life is a story and you're the writer. You're narrating it. You are reinventing yourself. You are telling a story consistently. So let people see your chapter one running into chapter two, going into chapter three. Don't let them see a mismatch. Oh, today you are sane, tomorrow you are insane, then the next day you are not sane or insane, you are just somewhere in the middle. Tell a consistent story. I think I should give it a break there.
See,
Yeah.
it just feels like you really came to hit us back to back today. Like there's so much. There's actually so much to learn. There's so much to learn. So before I just go into my next question, I just like you to touch on Tunde Lawa's first question in the comments.
Okay.
I think he mentioned that can we be playful on social media, because the way you are just mentioning, it's not as if it's like you are recreating resume as in you get so
I get
so
you. I get you. I
he
get
said
you.
for him now he likes football banter. So how can he sustain his personality obviously and then still be playful as in you know
No, no, no. There are nothing wrong with football bans. Actually, they are not hurtful bans. You are not trying to hurt anybody. It's just bans. I'm a very playful person. I'm an introvert, but I can really be very sarcastic. So there are times that I just want to goof around. So I do that too very well. Like this morning, I posted on my WhatsApp status. Somebody cooked jollof rice early in the morning. Imagine you want to do your morning routines and you are smelling Nigerian jollof rice. It was so strong.
Nigerian jollof
Like
rice.
I could not concentrate. I had to post it and like, wow, like who on earth is cooking jollof rice early Sunday morning and will not even give me how to taste? It's banned. It's funny. So it's not
Yeah,
you don't have to be uptight. You don't have to be uptight all the time. You can put in a little bit of comic relief
sure.
there. You can even build a profile on being funny. Definitely. No, there's no one way street there. All I'm just trying to achieve is that be very conscious of what you're trying to build.
Yeah,
So if something doesn't align, please don't do it. Football bans, I look forward to it. I'm a Liverpool fan. Anytime my other guys lose, I'm always happy. Even before they lose, I would have compiled what I want to use for
ah,
bans. I would have packed it. And you don't leave that without necessarily hurting anybody's feelings. It's just
yeah,
bans. So, but if it's like, oh, they want to drag President Buhari now, and you're like, oh, now let's go there. Who abuse his
yeah,
daddy and his mommy. No, he's an elderly man. He might be your president. He might not live up to the expectation you want,
yeah,
but we still have some mannerism. We still have some ways which we are expected to. Especially if you are representing a brand. Let's say you're working with ExxonMobil now. You can't just be doing anything anyhow. These are brands that really value their company reputation. They don't joke with
yeah,
it. So if you are
yeah.
representing them, there's a way and a mannerism they expect you to deal with the
To
public. I
behave.
hope that answers Tunde Lawa's
That
question.
as in you answered it and added extra points. Let me just let you know. So okay, there are two questions that I'd like you to also take because they're very important questions. First, I'll take the second question from Tunde Lawal, then we'll have the next question from Damina David. So, what's the impact of social media on our Christian faith? Yeah, that's the question, really.
See, I like the question. It's of recent. It has been my concern. Where I stay around Ogba in Lagos, Nigeria, and anytime I'm going, I see these street criers, morning criers. I think that's
Yeah,
the name they call
yeah,
them, preaching, and you can see the passion. But I'm not happy because they are restrictive. The noise of the vehicles going by, all those things. Now, see, social media is amazing, really, 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 really amazing. You can be
mm,
creative with the way you share the gospel. There's a particular
yeah,
lady that uses TikTok. So she has this funny way of doing the God. She will play
yeah,
God, she will play human.
yeah,
Oh, she will do all those things. Creative. It's funny, it passes the message, you get it right. Now,
yeah.
see, we don't have to be boring as Christians. We can actually share with our chests. What your pastor is
True.
tweeting, you can tweet live from church. So gone are those days that you don't necessarily have to use your social media when you're in church. You can tweet live. You can share some things. Maybe you have a family song in your church. They are singing it. You can do a live recording in the church, showing
Yeah,
people that you are really enjoying the presence of God.
yeah,
So when it comes
absolutely.
to your Christian faith, I'm not shy. I am it's God is actually everything I have. So you should be bold sharing the gospel in very, very interesting ways. Use
Yeah,
real. Use normal post, use video, use TikTok, use whatever you can use to push the message. Use hashtag, create campaigns, push it up, have a
Nice.
challenge. You can have a prayer and fasting challenge with your friends and share live updates. Why not? Be very,
All
very
right.
bold about it. It's part of who you are. It's your brand, please.
All right. That answers the question actually. At least social media gives you reach actually.
Yeah.
And then the
Yes.
next question we have is that for over serious people like us, what can we do to generate more traffic to our pages?
Wow. That
I think that
Milari,
one is
you
self.
have yeah, you have people who are over serious like you. And that's just what our life is. You have people who will like serious content.
Mhm.
You have people who will be angry at comic relief. So you have people exactly like you on social media. So just be you, do you without apology. So be very confident in your flesh. So if you like to share serious posts, don't let anybody discourage you and say, "Ah, people don't read long posts on social media." People read. I read long posts. I read epistles on social media. I find them intriguing. The longer the better. I watch 2 hours long videos. For me, so I want to engage thoughtful content. So there are serious people like you. All you need to do is to be consistent with what you're doing. And if you're sharing value, people will come. You will generate the traffic. But don't make the traffic the important thing. Don't make vanity metrics your KPI, that you are performing well, the number of likes, the number of comments. No,
Mm,
just focus on your art. Let me give you this scenario. This is how you should just focus. Just imagine that you learned how to swim. I got this analogy from Seth Godin. You learned how to swim, and when you finish learning how to swim, you were not the best swimmer in your class. There were people who are better than you, that had more likes, more followers, and things like that, figuratively. And one day you are out there, you saw someone in the water drowning. Are you going to think of, oh, let me go and look for this popular person, the best swimmer, to come and save you? You know you can swim, you know you can save the person. What you're going to do instantly is to jump into the river and bring the person out. That is what you do because you are competent enough to
the
do it.
value.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you can share, you have something to share. So if it's just one person that is going to read your posts and find value in it, just share. If it's just two, if it's three, if it's four, if it's five, be value oriented. Don't be vanity metrics oriented. Don't look for likes. You get the likes in the long run. If you consistently share value for a long while, your content will blow. There's something I shared with the class I took yesterday. That do you know when Sinach sang Waymaker? Sinach sang Waymaker either 2014 or 2015. The song did not blow until
Yeah.
2020. It was
Yeah.
until when Michael W. Smith did a cover in 2019. Then when pandemic came, the song just fitted. We needed a
As
waymaker
in,
at that
it
time.
went everywhere.
So
Yeah.
see, just keep doing what you want to do. Keep producing good content. Keep being consistent. You don't even have to show up every day. It could be weekly, it could be twice in a month, it could be just be consistent with it.
With
Be
it.
deliberate and consistent with what you're sharing, and before you know it,
With the
spotlight
flow.
will shine on you. You're looking for it, you get it in the long run. Trust me. Just trust me on
Yeah.
this.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's the second part we're meant to quickly touch on, and it's almost 8:30. But then I'd like you to
Wow.
quickly answer Ade's question. And she's
Okay.
saying now, obviously, we have different platforms. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Must they really go on all platforms? Can we just stick to one platform that is convenient for us and just be fine with one platform?
That's just it. If you know this platform works for you, if you're a creator now, you know you need something like TikTok, Instagram. If you're a professional, you might need LinkedIn and some other platform. So do what just works for you. You don't have to be everywhere. It's not even advisable. You get confused. Just stay true to one platform, build thoroughly, and you're fine.
Beautiful. Thank you. So now to the second part of this whole social media conversation. At least we know that our elderly ones used to call us the press generator, the generation, the social media addict. You know, so how do we how do we balance it? How do we, you know, ensure that we are consistently creating value with social media, but then we're not boxed in that social media addiction trap? How do we work around that?
The first thing you have to notice that social media is created in a way that you'll be addictive, that you'll be addicted to it. That's how it's created. You see notification when somebody goes live, you give says notification that your friend has gone live. You're like, oh, let me check. We call it FOMO, fear of missing out. Let me quickly check what is here. You say somebody shared a story, you get the notification, you want to see someone. No, you are getting different kind of notification every day. So the first thing is switch off all the notifications. Switch it off. See, you're not missing out anything. If you don't have a life, there's nothing to watch again. So
Mm,
don't leave reality for fantasy. So switch off all the notifications, only the important ones that you know that are very, very crucial. Don't allow algorithm to lead you. So you are checking something now, it will suggest another thing. It will keep bringing it up. So you
mm,
want to quickly do something on social media. Let me quickly. Then the next thing is that
mm.
for all these platforms, they have something in their setting. There is a timer. You can set a timer for yourself. If you want to watch something
Mm. Okay. Wow. I think okay. I think media has gone off. Yes. Wow. And it was actually sharing, something very, very apt. And let me try and get him back in because I really want to hear the end of it. Here, it's back on now.
wow, I'm
Yes. So
sorry.
I just said I had to get you back in. No way. We had we had to hear the last bit of it before we round off. So thank God you're back. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So you can just round
So
off with the points.
okay, just be very deliberate with how you use it. Set a timer for yourself. After 30 minutes, Instagram will log you out automatically. So be conscious of the
Wow.
way you use it. Don't be addicted. Yeah, don't. And what other thing will I like to say? Yeah, the whole concept of self-image. You know you have tummy, and there's nothing wrong with you having tummy. But the fact that you're able to filter it out using all this stuff, don't live in the fear of those things. Know that is an illusion. It's one of the things that it creates for us. Be very, 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 very confident in who you are. Appreciate yourself. Your self-image. Own it. Just own who you are, and be very real with people. Funnily, people really appreciate people who are real. So someone
Yeah.
sent me a video. There's a guy that is so real, very, very real, and he currently has one of the highest followers in the world. He has maybe like 85 million followers. What he does is just being himself on social media. So people even appreciate it when you're yourself. People are like, wow, so me that don't have the confidence of being this person can actually be himself on stuff. They want to follow you so that you can have the courage of being themselves too on social media. So be you with no apology. Yeah. So I think that that answers that, right?
I'm serious at this point. I feel like starting, maybe a rally or a campaign. Bring me there back
Wow.
because we
Wow.
our time is up, and then it just feels like we have just scratched the surface. Please, who's going to join me in this rally or bring me there back? Hashtag.
Wow.
you know,
I'm happy you find it useful. I'm happy
For
you find
real,
your
there,
ideas
there are so
actually.
many things that we can actually apply right now. That's one thing I like about the things you shared. The things that we can
Yeah.
start applying now. So thank you very much, Mide. I am very, very grateful. This is a very insightful conversation. It was nice
It's a
having you.
nice one. It's
All
a nice
right.
one.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for having me. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much for joining in today. You can also share the video, ensure you get your friends to join in to watch the recorded session. These are things that are very practical that you can apply now. And beyond listening, please, please, please go and set yourself up on Google and find out the things that are there that you don't even know are there about you. And also run the basic things that is shared, and also ensuring that you don't become an addict. And then practical things you can do. So thank you very much for having us tonight. Have a very restful evening. Thank you.